everybody, thank you for joining me. While I'm in the makeup room right now, this video is not about makeup. It's about some random things. I'm just simply narrating the video up here, trying to keep some order to this process. But I'm gonna be including clips and videos of all these different things that I like that are not makeup related, because I brought this up in my last video, which was all about dud makeup. And you guys said, yes, we wanna see the random. Tell us about Aldi. Tell us about all this stuff. So I'm gonna do it. I've got my list here on my phone that I made very simply and easily. Just the things that have been standing out to me lately. Do you guys remember when I did Stuff I Love videos over on the vlog channel back when I thought it was fun to maintain 2 channels? Make that 3 channels at one point altogether. This simplifies my life, keeping it all together and just knowing that my Monday video is gonna be kind of a free-for-all. It's open. First thing, okay, let's talk soap. Dial Pear Soap, the foaming hand soap in the pear scent. It smells like a pear Jelly Belly tastes. And we all know that pear is one of the superior flavors of Jelly Belly jelly beans, right? This video is getting really intense really quick. Backstory is this, I'm really into the Bath & Body Works foaming soaps, but I ran out, and I remember going to Dollar General. I was like, okay, they got these Dial soaps. Sounds great. Oh, there's a pear one. I'm definitely getting the pear one. And boom, it foams up. It feels exactly the same as a Bath & Body soap would, and it has a beautiful scent all its own. If you like pear, or even if you're not sure if you love the smell of pear, just get this and you'll fall in love with it. Another thing is my dish soap that I use. I'm currently using this kind from Dawn, and it's a really beautiful scent, but it's more of one of those creamy soaps that's supposed to be good for your hands, and I actually think it is. I wash a lot of dishes. I end up doing a lot by hand because I don't know if you guys feel this way when you're serving meals to kids and it's like, okay, they've just finished up lunch. I know I'm gonna reuse their little special plates and cups or whatever at dinner time as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and wash them off by hand. Like, that's what I end up doing just to not run a full cycle through the dishwasher of just a few things. So I end up doing a lot by hand, and I really love that soap. I also, there's a Palmolive kind that's got like a blueberry type scent. Both of these just flat out smell really good, but they're both the kinds that are more friendly to your hands. So I really like those. If you end up hand washing stuff, I think you want to get something that's not quite so harsh, because then you're going about your day. What are you also doing? Washing your hands all the time at a sink, right? You got to step in and combat the dryness somehow. I mean, yeah, put on lotion if you can, but you don't always have time to do that. So get something that's a little more skin friendly. Next, I'm going to talk a couple of sunscreens. The Aveeno Baby Sunscreen. Like, I know y'all see me sitting here doing my makeup and I'll talk about putting on this, you know, primer that has the sunscreen infused or this or that sunscreen. Well, let me tell you, when I actually go outside and I'm going to swim in the pool, all the makeup comes off and pure just sunscreen goes on my skin. And I use the Aveeno Baby. I used this, gosh, are we on our 3rd season of me pretty much exclusively using this, especially for the face? I'm one who is prone to getting melasma, especially during pregnancy. I'm on like melasma watch now. I might have, you know, just a little bit starting to come through. I've really got to pay attention to a good sunscreen when I'm out in the sun, and that stuff is so good. It's a mineral sunscreen. It is going to look white as you start to put it on, but blend it in, everything looks fine. And the most important thing to me, like if I'm outside with my kids, I'm not caring if I got a little white cast or something, even though I blend it to the point that it doesn't, but it's like, it really isn't the priority here. We want good sun protection. And even being in Destin, being outside a whole heck of a lot, being on the beach, I swear the Florida sun is a little different from the Illinois sun, because there was a time when I relied on the spray sunscreen down there. I burned so bad on the spray sunscreen. So like, I'm using Aveeno Baby 100%. It's gentle, but it is really, really effective. They never burn with it because I've only ever used that kind on them. But I will tell you one other option, another kid-friendly option that came in PR recently, and it's from Supergoop. They make a couple products called Sunscreen for kids. There's like a cream that you can just, you know, blend in all over. Or there's this really cool stick. I think it's an SPF 50 stick, and it's so quick and easy to just swipe on their face real fast. Like if you need a little sunscreen refresher, a great thing to keep in the bag. It's kind of a wide stick. So for a little toddler, it covers a lot of surface area on their body and it goes on invisible. So we love that. I think that's really, really handy. And that's also a mineral SPF. Let's get into some Aldi things. Now I'm a big Aldi fan, and Aldi, I say it to Bub at least like 5 times a week, Aldi is upping their game. They're getting better and better all the time with the different kinds of things that they're offering, different variety. You'll go in, there'll just be little surprises. I follow an account on Instagram. It's called The Amazing Aldi, I think. And you want to talk about being loyal to watching certain people's stories? Like I watch everything The Amazing Aldi puts out. And they're always updating you, or they show little clips from other people showing what's been spotted at Aldi. And sometimes it's the little off the beaten path things that you don't always see at Aldi, right? Just a little FYI, you want to look out for that. But I love so many basics from Aldi. I mean, I like getting my eggs and my milk there. I love shopping for produce there. I feel like they have the freshest produce. Meats, cheeses, yogurts. Like there's a lot that I like to get from Aldi, but I'm gonna be pointing out some special kind of new and different things in this video that I really like. The roasted sweet corn popcorn. I believe Clancy's is the brand on this. Yes, it is corn flavored popcorn. It is, the flavor on this, I can't even, it's extra flavored up. It's not sweet, it's not too salty, but it's got this X Factor taste. Like I bought a bag for my mom and dad, I'm like, here, take this. Aldi, can I get a collab on this? Can I be like a global ambassador for this? Can we hook something up here? Because I'm pretty sure I love this popcorn more than anybody else on the planet. It's extra corny. Maybe it's a little extra buttery tasting, but also the corn. How are they making it so corny? I don't know, but it's so good. Oh my gosh. Some people like sweetened up popcorn, like a kettle corn or a caramel corn or something like that. Yeah, I love that too. But if you like a more savory, buttery popcorn, this is that like jumped up, flavored up, not too salted, like I said, but just the flavor boost is through the roof. I love it. And it was sold, like I found it, not with the normal snack area, which worries me. I'm worried this is not gonna be a regular thing. Might just be a summertime thing, but I found it in like kind of a special displayed snack type area that was actually near the produce. It may be different for different stores where they display the special stuff, but just keep an eye out for it. You probably won't find it with the regular like chips. Another really cool thing Aldi is doing is the Mochi ice cream. So this is like little balls of ice cream. You may have eaten this somewhere at a restaurant, and it's got like this slightly sweet dough covering this little ball of ice cream, and it's so delicious. And I think it's so cool that Aldi of all places is carrying this stuff. First we got the strawberry, which was really good, and the ice cream inside is like extra smooth, but then we got the salted caramel, which I think I like even better. But check it out, and a serving is just over 100 calories. And for me, like that'll satisfy me. I'm not always a huge quantity person for sweets, but I do love my sweets. And so if I can just have like that taste, that small thing that's gonna take me like 5 minutes to eat, I'm gonna end up being satisfied after that. So that's great. Another thing that I found as I was checking out the other day, these bottles of like Welch's, you know, if you buy sparkling cider or sparkling white grape juice, you know, the bottles that look kind of like champagne bottles, but they're non-alcoholic because, you know, I'm with child. Well, Aldi is selling Welch's Mocktails. So they have pina colada, strawberry daiquiri, and sangria, and they are delightful. When I saw them at the checkout, I was like, I need this. Like, I'm not even a huge pop drinker. Really don't drink a lot of beverages, period, outside of water, but I do sometimes like a little something special, and it's summertime and you feel a little festive. The sangria is my favorite. If you're having pregnancy cravings or non-pregnancy cravings that center around the need for tart, sweet, extra flavorful, that sangria is so good. My second favorite would probably be the strawberry daiquiri. Just really like a step up from strawberry pop, you know, just even better flavor. And then the pina colada, don't get me wrong, is good too. And what if you like pulverized a little ice and then poured that over? That might be a yummy like snow cone, I don't know. But saw them near the checkout, great deal. Those are my special Aldi things right now. If you would like me to continue doing these videos, I will most definitely keep you posted on special Aldi things. Next up, a creamer. I've moved on from, what was the other creamer that I really liked? It was like a toasted marshmallow mocha. It was really good. But you know, I like to keep the excitement in my life. I like to switch up creamers from time to time. That's how I roll. So I got the toasted coconut creamer and it's bomb. Also, I found at Big Lots this Samoa, like Girl Scout cookie Samoa flavored coffee. Currently, I am drinking the Samoa coffee with the toasted coconut creamer in it. If you could smell this and taste this with me, like, this is so good. But even just that creamer poured into any regular coffee, it's so nice. I've mentioned this several times in other videos, so if you watch everything, you're probably a little like, yeah, we know about that one episode of Queer Eye with the two ladies in Kansas City who run the barbecue joint.
They made over these two ladies in Kansas City, and they were both just hilarious, down to earth, wonderful people. Part of the theme of the show was that they'd been wanting to bottle this sauce and sell it because it's really, really good sauce. Jumped online and got 3 bottles of it.
It is incredible. I will link to it below, as I will with anything else here that I can link to. I feel like it would be great on a pulled pork sandwich, ribs, any kind of barbecue you're into. The sauce is kind of sweet, tangy, but there is an X factor that makes it different from any other sauce I've had, and I'm not quite sure how to describe that. But if you watched the episode and you saw how they were describing it and you were intrigued and you're thinking, I wonder if that's any good, I'm here to say, yes, it's fantastic. Next up here, I got a new little desk in my kind of a side room that we have where we have a little play table for the kids. There's a fireplace in the room. And then I've wanted for a long time to have a little like kind of mail catch-all desk because there's a small hallway that leads to our garage, and a lot of times Bub's coming in there, he's getting the mail, and it gets set down on the counter. It gets set down on the kitchen counter, and before we know it, you know, guys, it does not take long to clutter up a counter with mail. And sometimes I'll get it and I'll be like, there'll be certain things where I'm not sure if it's junk mail or not to him, so I won't go ahead and throw it away, and then it'll sit there for a couple days. I just wanted a neat little area that would actually be set up to receive mail, to maybe mail some bills, like have some supplies, some envelopes and stamps and return address labels and whatnot in there. Also be kind of a catch-all for kids stuff, like the things Belle brings home from school. Some nice big bins that aren't so fragile that like she or Biddy could pull them out, put something in it. Know that that was kind of like her cubby hole to keep that stuff in, because that's another thing that just starts drifting all over the house. So I found this desk actually months back on Wayfair. It's called a secretary desk, and it was out of stock in the white. I knew I needed the white for this room. They also may have had a light teal color or something, but I just thought, well, I let go of the idea because this was the only desk that really just spoke to me. I knew size-wise it would be nice and tight against the wall, and it was just what I wanted. And then, lo and behold, on a Facebook ad, there's this desk, and I'm thinking, is that in stock? And I clicked it, and sure enough, it was. Ordered it, like 2 days later it came. 3 days later, Bub assembled it, and boom, we are in business with this gorgeous desk. And we use the term desk loosely because it's just sort of the type of thing you're gonna stand up to. You're just gonna use it as sort of a station. I have a cute little devotional calendar that I put on there too that I like, and I found that at Hobby Lobby. I found a lot of the different accessories there. Some of my bigger baskets, I was shopping at Hobby Lobby when a lot of that stuff was half off. So it's awesome. I love having that little spot there now. And I wanted to highlight a few kid-related things in this video. What are they loving? Number one, Hatchimals. They're called collectibles, I think. You get these little eggs. This started around Easter time, and this was like a brilliant little, not to pat myself on the back, but thing to include with Easter gifts are these cute little eggs, and you rub on them, and once you've rubbed the heart from like purple to pink or whatever it is, then the egg is ready to hatch, and you can help the egg hatch. You press into the egg, you kind of crack the egg, and it opens up, and there's a little critter in there, a little animal, and they love these these things, and I've since gotten them like a little Hatchimal playground, and they love like lining them up and creating little dialogues, and it's just, you know, they're playset kind of kids. They like their little people, they like their little Minnie Mouses and stuff, and they like these Hatchimals. And for really, really small kids, I don't know if I'd call them a choking hazard, but they're definitely the kind of thing that a kid you're really worried about choking hazards with could fit in their mouth, so be aware of that. Also, this Peppa Pig matching game. This is what Belle loves. Like, we will play this game, and I will be legit trying my best, and she will beat me at this game quite often. There's a ton of cards. It makes this big, you know, area on the floor when we play it, and she is so good at it. And we like some kind of more mindless games as well, like Chutes and Ladders, or Candyland, or Hi-Ho Cherry-O, you know, these ones where you're just kind of responding to whatever the card or the spinner tells you to do. But this one really makes you think, and it requires some memory skills, and it's a lot of fun, and we play with every card in the deck now. But when did we first get this game? Maybe a year ago? We would play with like half the cards or less. And also, if I'm playing this with Biddy, I will play with just a small amount of cards, and it's just a little less frustrating and easy for them to grasp the concept of the game, you know? But that's the type of game I think you'll find in so many places. You'll find so many different varieties of it. They love the Peppa Pig characters and all that thing, so that's what they're into. Also, I found some glitter crayons. I think we got these from Hobby Lobby, but they're just Crayola, and they love these, using these in their coloring books or whatever little projects they're working on. They really leave like a trail of glitter embedded in the crayon marks. They're really pretty. I'm not sure they've wanted to pick up a regular crayon since getting these. They're really cute. And then I got two ideas for on the go for kids. Do you ever get to a restaurant and you're like, oh crap, you know, we got a wait going on here. I need something for them to do. And I know the last ditch effort is to like pull out the iPhone, pull up some kind of YouTube video. And I try to stay away from that when we're out and about. I mean, there may be situations where that's just all you got and that's what you need to do. But in my experience, you get something that they're really into on that screen, and then you get this kind of like screen zombie look, like you're not catching their attention anymore. They want more and more and more of it, and they're just not as engaged with the people around them when they're watching that. So instead, I've come up with a couple of really neat little things for them to use if we're out at a restaurant and there's any kind of wait. One is the magnetic paper dolls. Now, I love the bigger sets of these from Melissa and Doug. We have several like Disney princess ones at home, but you can get these in these little skinny tins. They fit great into my purse or tote bag. And the whole concept here is that it's magnetic, so it's all gonna cling, and they may drop a few on the floor, but keep them right up to the table. And overall, we don't really have any issues with it. We went to an event, a brunch type thing last weekend, and I got these out for the girls, and then like other little kids were coming over like, let me see what that is, and they like playing with it too. So it's fun, it's compact, and I keep it in my bag, and they don't get that any other time. So if we are out, it seems like a new and different thing. So I think it's good to reserve some toys or some interesting little item, whether it's that or something else. Don't let them have it every single day, because then you get out to the restaurant and you've lost them, you know? So those are fun. And also the mess-free little marker pads that come with a marker that is literally clear, but when they color on their page, it shows up colorful. You can find these everywhere. Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Target, everywhere's got them. The pads aren't too big, like they're just these mini pads, so they'll totally fit in a purse or diaper bag, and then they have a way to color, and you're also not worried about them coloring on something at the restaurant or like getting a stain somewhere that they shouldn't. It's all nice and neat. And some restaurants are great, you know, they'll give them the coloring page and some crayons, and my kids love that kind of thing. They're loving it more and more all the time, but not every place is like that, so it's kind of good to be armed with a few of these things when you're out. So those are my things, guys. Those are all the things I could think of that I'm just really, really enjoying right now, feeling very passionate about. Feel free to share in the comments section with me. Is there anything non-makeup related, non-beauty related that you're just super into? Let me know in the comments section. I want more Aldi recommendations. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.